Hello, Philip, Ryan, Kosei, Julian, Nick, Charlie. Yeah, you get all the hall passes you need. What's up, Edmund? How you doing? Julian, baby's good. He's not here yet. He's due on Saturday, so we're just kind of sitting around, literally just sitting around waiting for him. So, yeah, we'll see. Could be any day now. What's up, Yuan? Good to see you. Good to hear you. Yeah, a little Wang. Let's see. I'm waiting for some more people to get in here. We got 11 right now. How you guys doing? What have you been up to? What are you doing to stay busy? Yeah, Julian, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here so that I don't have to repeat myself. I think we've got 11 folks in here right now. Yeah, let's wait till 20 and then we'll start talking actual school business. In the meantime, tell me, what are you guys doing to stay busy? Are you staying healthy and sane out there? Thanks, Yuan. This is it's a great channel, by the way. This is a YouTube channel called Hunting Public, and I love watching. It's like a bunch of young guys. They go hunting for deer and for turkey and stuff, and it's pretty PG, and it's really a good production, and they're pretty funny to watch. So check them out, Hunting Public on YouTube. Big fan. Fortnite. I didn't know people still played Fortnite. I don't know. That was an old game. Yeah, it's all guys. Where are the ladies? Where are the ladies at? Hey, Abby. Good to see you. Any movies or shows I've been watching? Honestly, I've been pretty busy, man. I haven't had a lot of time to watch shows. I like doing it, but no, we haven't really been watching that much. I thought I'd be watching a lot more Netflix, but not really. We watched some comedy specials. Ronnie Chang and Ali Wong. Got to support our Asian comics. But no, I've been I have a bunch of stuff I want to watch. There's that baby show that's super cute. I wanted to watch season 3 of Narcos. I really like Narcos. It's about the drug trafficking stuff. But I haven't gotten around to it. I've been pretty busy, just I don't know, doing work stuff and getting ready for baby. So yeah, not as much TV time as I thought I would be. I did do some painting. I'll show you guys this later. I painted the baby's room with a pretty sweet mural. I'll show you guys that later. All right. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if many other people are going to come in. So I'll go ahead and get started with our main thing for today. We are going to talk through some logistics about school and stuff, but what I also want to do is introduce you to your sub. So I've got Miss Ray's here, and I'm gonna just message her. And yeah, Miss Ray's is gonna be your sub after spring break, and she's gonna be taking you guys through a really important unit. So I'm gonna bring her in. Now she's on Zoom with me right now, and the way the audio and the video stuff worked out last period, we weren't really able to talk at the same time. So you're gonna see her video. It's gonna be a little bit delayed, but she's gonna be doing all her talking and saying hi through the chat. So you can ask her, any questions you might have about her background and about what the class is going to look like after. So let me go ahead and bring her in. There she is. So there's a little delay there. So yeah, she's on there now. So everyone, this is Miss Ray's. Say hello. Yeah, Ryan. This is gonna be our last unit for bio. It's kind of a big one. It's a 6-week unit, but that's gonna be our last unit. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna start us off here. I'm gonna actually turn the music up. I'll stop talking so you don't have to listen to me, and we'll just all switch to the chat room and do all our talking and asking questions through there. Hello. I'm back. Um, all right, we have about 15 minutes before seventh period comes in. So I want to answer any questions you have. Julian, you're asking about school. So I have not seen an official email from our district or the principals yet, but if you've been following the news at all, 2 days ago, our state superintendent of education, Tony Thurman, announced that California schools are not going to be returning to campus. I want to emphasize that, to campus by the end of the year. So even though we haven't heard anything officially from our school yet, on a statewide level, that's kind of the plan. So unfortunately, we're not going to be going back. However, online, distance learning is going to continue, and we're going to do our best. And Miss Reyes is going to do her best to make things interesting and accessible for you guys. And I'm really sorry. I feel bad for you guys that this is how you're wrapping up your school year, but we're gonna all make the best of it and just try to enjoy learning. And let's see, we got some other questions. Abby, we'll finish with this like end of the school year stuff, and then I'll jump into the climograph or population activities if you have any questions. So finals and grades and all that, there's a lot of stuff that we haven't figured out yet. Like every day there's new news coming out. So the teachers and the admin, we're still figuring out like what everything's going to look like for the rest of the year. The good thing is good or bad thing is we still have quite a bit of time. You know, there's still 2 months of school left, all of April and all of May. So we're going to need some time. The admin and teachers are going to need some time to figure out how we're going to do the grading, how we're going to do the finals, if we're going to do finals, if grading is going to be like on an A through F scale or a pass, what's called credit or no credit. There's a lot of questions that we have not answered yet, and honestly, not a lot. A lot of that is not up to the individual teachers. We're all kind of waiting to hear from the school board and the district office, the superintendent. They're kind of in charge of everything, so it's kind of their call to make. So some schools, like I know Palo Alto has already gone to pass or fail for all the classes, which means you would get the credits, and then on your transcript you would show up as pass. Actually, a lot of colleges, if you're worried about college applications and stuff like that, which is not something you really need to be worrying about too much just yet, even the colleges have said that they're gonna accept pass or fail grades in lieu of the A through F grades for this semester, because I mean literally the whole country, everybody's kind of thrown off there. So as soon as I hear more about what's going to happen with grades and finals and all that, I will send out an email. I'll definitely be keeping in touch with Miss Reyes, and she'll update you guys on how things are going there. Okay. Abby did have some questions about the assignments. Are there any other questions about the end of school year or the rest of the semester or anything about the sub before we move on? I don't know what we're gonna do about Kenny. I haven't seen him in here. I wonder how he's doing. Okay, well, if there are no other questions, Abby, go ahead and ask your question. What do you need help with for the climograph activity? While you're asking, I'm gonna go ahead and load that up so that we can take a look at it together. Okay, Abby, you wanted to know the answers for the 4 data analysis questions to see if you got them right. So let's take a look at that here. Let's see, I don't have the actual diagram here, but let me find, let's see. Okay, so the diagram that I based this activity off of is this picture right here. So this is kind of what your climograph should look like. So if you guys don't have your notebooks with you, maybe grab it and take a look at your graph. So this graph right here is what you should have come up with. The colors might be a little bit different, and it's not going to be exactly like this. But looking at this, let's go ahead and go back to the questions now. Which biome has the broadest temperature range? So remember, temperature is going to be on the, in this case, it's going to be on the y-axis. So which one has the widest range of temperature? And it looks like, based on this, that the one that has the widest range is going to be this one, because it goes from 30 degrees Celsius all the way down to about, what is this going to be, 6 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be the temperate grasslands. Oh, sorry, I got to share my screen here. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what I was saying is the largest range, since it's on the y-axis right here, it's going to be the temperate grassland because you can see it's from 30 all the way down to here. Okay. So widest range just means like it covers uh, the widest numbers of temperature. Which biome has the narrowest precipitation range? So this is going to be the area that doesn't really have a lot of change in their precipitation. So precipitation is right here along the x-axis. And so if you're looking at this, which one has the most narrow range, meaning that there's not that big of a difference? And that's going to be, someone type it in. What is it going to be? I'm going to wait for your answers. Yeah, Abby, it's going to be the desert. Yeah, because if you look at the desert, the range is not very, the width of it, right, on the x-axis is not very wide. So the desert does not get a lot of rain at any time of the year, right? If you compare that to the tropical rainforest, there's a really wide range of precipitation in the rainforest because it gets anywhere from 150 to about 450 centimeters of rain per year. Okay, number 3, which biomes would be most sensitive to abnormal changes in precipitation? So this one, you can't just look at the diagram and know right away because you're going to need to look at the range first and think about which organisms, plants and animals, are going to be the most or least flexible, right? So the question that it's asking here is which ones would be most sensitive to abnormal changes in precipitation. So in this precipitation here, if the amount of water changed, which one would be most affected by that? And this one is not, there's not really like that clear of an answer. It really is just to kind of get you thinking of like what Nathan, welcome. You missed the sub. You got to meet the sub, man. But it's just getting you to think like, okay, if the organisms are adapted to a certain range and that range were to change, who would suffer most from that? And you could come at it from a couple different angles, Abby. You could say that the desert, because it's such a narrow range, if the desert all of a sudden got a lot more rain, that could potentially make it hard for them to survive. But at the same time, the desert is kind of limited by water, meaning that these organisms are really good at living without a lot of water. And if they get more water, they might actually do quite well. You could also argue the other way, where the rainforest is used to getting quite a bit of rain, but if there was a drought in the rainforest, then the tropical rainforest, if everything's adapted, the plants are adapted to getting 300, 400 centimeters of rain per year, and all of a sudden there are only 100 or 50 centimeters of rain in a year, the rainforest might really suffer from that. So for numbers 3 and even number 4, there's not really a clear answer in the answer key. What I wanted you to kind of think about was, like how you would answer it and how you would justify it. So if you were to just, think about the ones that have the smallest range in their temperature or precipitation, that probably would be the one that's the most sensitive, just because the plants and the animals there aren't really adapted for a very wide range. I hope that makes sense. Any other questions on the climograph activity or also the population activity with the hare and the lynx? If you have a question, go ahead and type it down below. We only have about 5 minutes left because I got to get ready for 7th period to come in. Yeah, sure thing, Abby. Julian, I was just thinking about the same thing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who's not here and who's here, but I don't know if they're still sleeping or they just stopped caring. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're going over a lot of really important things here. So um, if they're missing out on this, that can definitely put them at risk in terms of their grades. Okay, well, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to kind of close this up soon. This is kind of weird, but I'm gonna be. If you guys didn't know, my baby's due on Saturday, so we're kind of just sitting around waiting for this baby to come, and it could be any day that it happens. So the next time I see you on here on a live stream, I could be a dad, and you guys might be able to meet my kid, which is gonna be really really exciting. Julian, you're asking, can you have less worksheets and more lectures? Yeah, last period said that too, and I mean, looking back at it, we didn't really do that many. I mean, I know this week there were two worksheets, one for the population, one for the climograph, and I just, I want to change it up here because I didn't want to make the class just lecture based. Like, I know you guys enjoy it. I know, I think I'm pretty good at lecturing and like communicating information. But you got to remember, like, this class isn't just about like learning the knowledge. You also need to build some skills, and that's really why I had you guys do those activities today. We talked about graphing and interpreting stuff and writing CER. Those are really important skills, whether you like science or not. And so that's why I am having you guys do some of those activities. But I do hear you guys. Maybe we need to mix it up a little bit. Maybe do like some lecture and some activities, not just like have a week where we're doing like all worksheets. But at the same time, I think compared to most classes, we've done a lot of lectures, and that's good because I think you guys know a lot of stuff. But I also want to make sure you guys are getting that practice. So that's why we're doing those worksheets too. Am I going to do the baby grip test? I have a stick. I have a stick on. That sounds really weird. I bought a dowel rod, a wood stick to put to help lock windows and stuff. So maybe that thing's still pretty clean. So I'll see. Maybe I'll try that baby grip test. I think the video said they can do it up to a month. So I'm probably not going to do it right away. The baby swim test. There's a reflex with swimming. I don't know if there's a. I don't know if you're joking or not, but there is a reflex that babies have where they hold their breath and close their eyes when they put them underwater. But I'm probably not going to do that for a little while. My wife's a swimmer, so she definitely wants the kid to learn how to swim, but we're not going to rush into that. Oh, you want to see the baby room? Yeah, let me get my I put it on my Facebook, so you guys can see it. Let's see. All right, so here's my Facebook. And let's see, where is the picture? Here it is. Yep, that's it. Yeah, so the baby's wall used to be just the light gray that you see up here at the top, and it felt like it was missing something. So I was like, I'm gonna fill it in with something. So I did some research, and I really love the mountains. So I painted. It's called the Hombre Mural, which means that there's a gradient in there, and so you just do each layer. Start really light, and then you add a little bit of dark paint, remix it, paint it, and then put some of the white color in the bottom and like blend it up to create that shade, and then you just add the new layer on top of that. So that's gonna be the baby's room. Yeah, thanks guys. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of hobbies, man. I'm a hobby guy, so I like art, I do music, I hunt and fish, and my new hobby is gonna be taking care of baby for a while, but yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty stoked with how it looks. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh shoot, it's 2:30, guys. Hey, I gotta roll. You guys take care. Have a great spring break. You guys, I know you're not gonna be having much work to do over the next week, which sounds really good, but try to think of, maybe brainstorm a list of things that you want to do for fun, exercise, keep in touch with people and socialize, because I'm a little worried about next week, honestly, for a lot of people, because yeah, a whole week of nothing to do is it can be kind of rough, especially when you've already been inside for 3 weeks. So take care. Next time I see you, I'll be a dad, and I got to go run seventh period. If you really want to stick around, you're welcome to join us in the live stream for seventh period. Just go on my YouTube channel. You'll see that it's a live video, but I got to wrap this up. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one, and I'll see you at some point. Bye.